Welcome to the channel, and don't forget, if you want to vent your opinions and get yourself heard, just click on that subscribe button, and with that we'll get to grips with what's going on with Brexit and the DUP. The DUP are about to overthrow the Tories, and you never know, it might well have been their game plan all along. Theresa May has been duped and humiliated at the cost of £1 billion. Theresa May is looking after herself, and it is now about power at any cost. The Tories are burying this country financially, and it will continue, favouring their rich banking and business donors. Theresa May showed strength during the Manchester bombings.
At 10:33 last night, the police were called to reports of an explosion at Manchester Arena in Manchester city centre near Victoria train station.
She showed, some would say, a cold heart, but many have said strength during the Grenfell incident.
Well, what I want to talk about today is what the government is making available to the victims of this absolutely horrendous tragedy.
And she mentioned more than once a strong and stable leadership, and insisted Corbyn and the other parties would be a coalition of chaos. She said parties would line up to prop up Jeremy Corbyn.
Now, there's a very clear choice at this election. It's a choice between strong and stable leadership under the Conservatives or weak and unstable coalition of chaos led by Jeremy Corbyn. And that is very clear. That, let's look, the other parties are lining up to prop up Jeremy Corbyn. We've seen it with the Liberal.
But now that strength is crumbling, and crumbling at a mighty rate. Her weakness was dramatically exposed to Brussels on Monday as an agreement struck between Britain and the EU to solve the problem of the Irish border and move to the next phase of Brexit talks was annihilated by a last-minute phone call with the leader of the Democratic Unionist Party, Arlene Foster. How must she look now? How can Theresa May, as a leader of a nation, go in and demand a good deal? She can't. The EU now have their sights focused right between the eyes. She is like a rabbit caught in the headlights. We are going to suffer a shady deal, all because of the DUP, and they're throwing their toys out of the pram. Okay, fair enough, it is important to Ireland. But you know what I'm getting at. Many of us have said that the joining of the Tories and the DUP will come back and bite us. And now that's coming to fruition. Apparently diplomats were waiting 2 hours in a meeting room at the Council of Ministers headquarters for a meeting that had actually been planned to follow the Juncker and May lunch. But it quickly became clear the two aides could not get an agreement, and then the officials were sent home. What an embarrassment. Juncker and Theresa May, one would say, attempted to put on a brave face on the spectacular collapse of their plans in press statements. At the end of the day, the Commission President praised May for being a tough negotiator who was energetically fighting for Britain's interests. But I say, no, she isn't. She's fighting for Ireland's interests. Hence the phone call, and hence the lack of commitment to a deal. She's now become a puppet, and it's not just Rupert Murdoch that is pulling the strings. I think this could well force an early election. Some of you had said the same in comments on this channel. Has that come about by design though? Here is something that could be deemed so outlandish, I can't even believe I'm going to say it. But the DUP are sleepers. Labour sleepers, a bit like many people think Gorbachev was an American sleeper. Either way, the DUP are not happy, and I'm guessing Theresa May isn't happy, and we the people are not happy with the shambles they call Brexit. David Cameron, what a legacy you have left. And now David Davis insists, he actually insists that the first phase of Brexit is coming to a close. Oh, fucking hell. Place your comments below as to how you think this will go. We're all in this together. That's what I believe. I'll see you next time back here on Saturday, the channel that gets you heard and them listening. Bye bye for now.